Hey guys, Gina here. I'm going to scrapbook this picture today of my niece. Woo, here we go. My niece and my nephew, and look how cute they are. And there's a lot of orange, as you can tell, in this layout. So when I was going through my supplies to find stuff, because let me tell you, I'm taking a break from the Studio Calico kits right now because quite honestly, I mean, I guess they work for certain people, but they're just stifling to me. I'm having a heck of a time with that whole kit concept. So I just went through my room like I used to when I was before I got the Studio Calico kits, and pulled out all the stuff that I thought might work for this picture, and I had the best time just shopping in my stash. And, you know, we all have a huge stash. But anyway, as I was going through all of my stuff, for this photo, I came across this. This is from Doodlebug Designs. It's called This and That. It's Take Note. And I really liked this die cut, this sticker die cut here that says love this photo. And it has the orange in it, which I showed you the photo. It has lots of orange. But it also brings in a gray and a turquoise, which is really cool. So I thought that my color scheme would all be pulled from that die cut. So then I went through, and lo and behold, I was looking for some gray enamel dots, and I found these by My Mind's Eye, and these are from the Boy Crazy collection, and they have the turquoise, the orange, and the gray, all in the same. So I thought, so maybe that color scheme will repeat itself in the actual collection pack, which I have right here. The only problem I see with this collection pack, and I won't know until I open it up, but it looks very cream. And as you can tell, this is very white. So I don't know if these papers are going to work, but I'm going to pull them out and try, because if you flip it over, I mean, it still kind of has a cream kind of, and you know, My Mind's Eye typically is a cream-based, you know, layout, patterns and things. So, but I also pulled the collection that goes along with, it doesn't go along with, but this is the boy collection, and this is, so I pulled the girl collection out as well, and this one looks to be a little bit more forgiving where that white is concerned. So I pulled them both out. We'll see if we can figure out a way to use anything from either of those, and if not, we'll go back to the drawing board and find something else as far as paper is concerned. The other things that I pulled out, and there's a bunch because I just love having all this stuff on my desk to pick through and sort through as I'm making a layout. So I have these Serendipity pennants from Ellie Studio, and it has the gray here, but it also has a pink, and I'm not sure I want to bring pink into this layout, but we'll see as we go on. Here's another thing with the pink, but it has the turquoise, and these are kind of like a brown line, but this is Memorable Note Journal Card for My Mind's Eye Collectible. I have some Ellie Studio You and Me large journaling tags, and the one that I really liked was this one up here, but again, the pink, I don't know, I can't get away from the pink a little bit. I have these Hello die cuts from Basic Gray, these Hey You chipboard from Basic Gray. I have these My Mind's Eye, and I just like that one that's at Happy, this one right here. I thought it matched that turquoise, and I would, honest to goodness, love to get rid of these. How old are these? Oh, only 2012. Not too bad then. I thought they were older than that. Here's Ellie Studio You and Me cutouts. Here's some Authentique, and I only pulled these out because it has some of that color, because this is really, it's called Icons, let's see, from the Journey collection, so they're very travel oriented, but here we go. I got this stamp set as a free gift from Studio Calico for being on the Project Life waiting list, and it says it's the little moments that make life big, so I thought I might try to use that. Here's some Prima, these are the words that came on the Prima alphabet stickers, and they have sister and brother. And again, the color isn't quite right, but maybe we can sort of figure it out. Here's some real life Snip Snip large tags from Avalicious. Here's some My Mind's Eye Lost and Found 3, and they have the gray and the turquoise. These are Lost and Found 3 Oliver sticker accessory sheet, and then here's the cardboard. And then from Webster's Pages, this is Alice and Craft, this is Composition and Color, which has this really nice, it's got like a paisley print on this alphabet, which I really liked. And then this one here, which has some orange in it, which I thought was cool. So that's where I'm going to get started. I don't know where we're going from there, but stay tuned and you'll find out. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, so I started this layout going through this My Girl collection from my mind's eye. Had a terrible time getting into that packaging. They didn't want me in. So I'm just flipping through all the papers here. I'm sure everyone has seen these. I don't know if I did a haul video for these or not. I have no idea. Um, but here they all are. And I also pulled that Boy Wonder paper, but I decided to use the My Girl paper as the basis, and I'm going to use that polka dot as my background paper. And then I was looking at these other sheets here, trying to decide what else I wanted to use. And again, it's just a matter of, switching photos around and all that. I'm going to use that chevron, that, yeah, it's kind of like a chevron. The chevron paper here to mat the photo. And I'm going through, I'm looking through right now some Simon Says stamp card kits that I still have laying around that I would really like to get rid of. Unfortunately, none of them come into play on this layout, so I'm just writing down what papers I'm using and things for the supply list that gets put on the blog. Once I realized using that matting tool, once I realized that you didn't have to get that paper cut on the first pass, that thing works a whole lot better now. You know how I am. I'm completely impatient. So I'm looking through the Studio Calico kit now. That's the April kit, and I pulled out that orange paper. I thought that would work with the colors, but it ended up not working. But I did use this Studio Calico paper. It is I thought I was going to use that gray cardstock, and I did end up using it, but most of it gets covered up. It's just in the background there. And that Studio Calico paper is called New Tile, that one right there. And I'm actually going to use that as the main background piece of my layout. I'm going to mat it and give it about a quarter of an inch border, maybe a half-inch border all the way around. And I don't know where I've run off to now. Yeah, I've run off somewhere. Oh, I went to get Distress ink. Oh, okay. So I decided that I was going to, I just tested a little, the offcut from that Studio Calico paper. I tested it on that pumice stone Distress ink to find out if that was the color that I wanted to use. And I'm going now and getting my inking tool, and I'm going to ink all of the papers that I use on this. And then I don't know, something happened to the camera, and I came back and I added that yellow orangish kind of doily there. That's from my Mind's Eye Oliver collection. It's Lost and Found 3 Oliver collection there. And I'm using some Ellie Studio tags. And I'm actually gonna pull, I forgot to do the I wanted to ink all of the edges on on this layout, and I forgot to ink that doily, and I tried to pull it up to do it, and it didn't. It wasn't going to happen. So I just left it. I was like, okay, whatever. And these are some die cuts from I think they're Basic Gray. I'm pretty sure they're from Basic Gray. Yeah, Basic Gray Hey You stickers is that die cut pack there. And so I'm inking the edges. I remembered of this Ellie Studio tag, and that's actually Ellie Studio large journaling tags from the You and Me collection. And I cut down all of the extraneous parts of that photo. So the photo I think is about 3 by 3 when all is said and done. It's about a square. I'm pulling up some more of these doilies and looking at them to see if I like any of them. I end up using that one. And like I said, I put that gray cardstock back there, but in the end, you only see a small sliver of it. And believe me, it hurt me to use this. My ATG gun ran out of adhesive there, and I don't bother refilling it. I wait for the husband to come home to do that. So I just filled my mono adhesive, my permanent roller adhesive from Tombow there to use on this layout. And Lord knows where I've gone now. Oh, now I need foam tape. I'm running out of all my adhesive in this video. I need foam tape, so there we go. I typically use foam tape on bigger embellishments and then Stampin' Up! Dimensionals on smaller things. So I put that sticker, that little sticker there says memories. It's got a small camera in it. I decided to use that. I got distracted here. I was working on that sticker and then I got distracted by other stickers and then came back to this circular sticker here. And I actually put it on my jeans and pulled it off, or my pajamas. I'm not sure what I was wearing here, but and pulled it off of off of my jeans or my pants or whatever, just to get rid of some of the stickiness that was already on that sticker, so that other things don't stick to the back of it there. And I'm pulling a couple of these little orange hearts off of the sticker sheet and figuring out where I want to put them. And then I decide I'm not going to use that one at all. And I'm going to look at a place to use this stamp and then end up not using it either. I don't know why I try. Don't use distress ink with clear stamps. It doesn't work. I don't know why I do that. I know, unless you're looking for that look, yeah, it doesn't work. So I put that doily down there, but I don't think it stays. I think I actually, yep, I'm going to use my X-Acto knife and get under there and pull that one back up. It doesn't stay there. I didn't want to cover up that pink and the hearts there, the pink hearts and the faux washi that's on that Elle Studio card. I used that little sticker that's from Composition and Color. That's the new Webster Pages Alice and Craft Sweet Notes. Oh, is it Sweet Notes? No, it could either be Sweet Notes or Composition in Color, that happy. I'm not sure which one. I used both of them on this layout, so I'm not sure. That's a little doily border strip that came, that's October after, no. My Mind's Eye, it's My Mind's Eye, Lost and Found 2, Oliver. Or Lost and Found 3, Oliver? Lost and Found 3, the Oliver sticker accessory sheet, pardon me. I'm going to cut up this is Elle Studio cutouts from that UME collection, and it says we'll be best friends forever, and I really hope that they are. I really hope that my nieces and nephews are as close to their brothers and sisters when they're older as I am with mine. So, and then I'm thinking about what I'm going to do with journaling. I'm looking at some more Elle Studio things. I have those authentique things that didn't work. And really, it's just a matter of covering up that gray cardstock that's left at the bottom there. And I really like the way that looked up there. It kind of looks, I don't know, that Good Times doesn't really kind of, I mean, it does go, but it doesn't go. But I really like the way it looked at the top of that, bridging those two doilies. So I decided to put it up there. It's orange and it's yellow and it matches. So I decided, there I am with my adhesive. I don't know why. I just told you that I use the foam adhesive tape from 3M when I have a big embellishment, and here I go using Stampin' Up! Dimensionals on this large embellishment here. So I don't know, it's whatever I can find on my desk at the time, I think. But the foam tape is right over there on my right. I probably couldn't find it. If it was a dog, it would have bit me. So again, just looking for something to fill in that space. See that awkward, like, gray cardstock underneath that Elle Studio large journaling tag? So I'm pulling up some of the hearts that came on that Doodlebug Design label stickers there, or cardstock stickers. And I want to find a way to put the brother and the sister from these Prima stickers on there, and I don't find it yet, but when I'm finished with the layout, those one of the stickers says brother and the other one says sister, and I do actually find a way to use them. I pulled out my family and my friends themed sticker sheets and couldn't find anything to use. I'm really struggling with what to do with that left-hand side there, and then I pull out my love themed, cut apart papers and sticker sheets and things like that, and still no dice. Nothing in there I want to use either. La 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 la. What are we gonna do? It's one of the problems with not, like, planning things out. You're kind of like stuck in these situations where you're like, what am I gonna do with that? And sometimes I think I should put the layout like together and then pull it apart and do the video. But you know, why? That's just a little sticker there from that Ellie Studio set that says love you, love you, love you, and I just put that up underneath the photo up there. Here are some heart gems that they're just a bunch of miscellaneous heart gems, and I actually don't use. I use three of them. These three little sparkly pink hearts I use on there because I'm like, okay, I don't know what I'm going to do at this corner, so let me figure out what I'm going to do in these embellishments. So I thought about using, one of those bags that the Studio Calico kit supplies come in. And it is literally like, I don't know, 15 minutes going through and trying to figure out what I'm going to do in that bottom corner there. And now I'm off looking at stuff. I'm looking at, I have other Ellie Studio things. I have, anything in my scrap room. I'm just looking around to see what I can find that's going to fit in that space down there. So I don't know where I'm off to here. Okay, guys, got totally distracted by the phone ringing. I typically turn the ringer off in my scrap room, and I don't know what happened there. So, just gonna go with it here, and I don't know. I have just turned it back off, so hopefully that won't happen again. That's twice now on videos that I've recorded today that the phone is going off, so it's kind of annoying, and I apologize for that. So I decide I've gone off and I found some things that I thought might work on the layout, and I've picked out, I actually used some glue dots and put those sparkly pink hearts down, and I'm looking at this Amy Tangerine set from American Crafts, and I think it's Yes Please, and I think I'm going to use some of that, and then I end up not using anything from that collection at all, and it's just really tough. I don't know what I'm going to do with that bottom corner there. So these are some making memory embellishments that I got at a yard sale, and they're like pearlized gems or something like that. They're in orange and a turquoise, so I thought that looked nice with the layout. It matched the colors, so I went ahead and I stuck them on there. And here's where I finally figure out what I'm going to do with that bottom corner here. I'm actually just going to take another one of these large tags. I'm going to cut it down so it fits underneath the photo. And the nice thing is, because I used gray and the yellow and I mean the gray, the pink, and the turquoise in other places on the layout, this card actually works out really well. So it actually, and like I said, so it covers up most of that gray cardstock that I used, but that was okay with me. I didn't really mind that so much. But I definitely needed something to fill in that space in the bottom left-hand corner there. So I did figure out where I was going to put that brother and sister title, those little stickers from Prima. And now I've pulled out some washi tape to to fill that gap in between where the photo ends and where the card comes in, where that Ellie Studio card comes in. And this washi tape, it's just it has all of the colors that my layout had, so that worked out really well. And now I'm going to use these Amy Tangerine Remarks stickers to put down my title, and my title is going to be Gabe and Audrey. That's their names, and I'm going to use the colors of the layout, this like orangey yellow, the turquoise, and the gray to put down these. Those are the colors of those stickers I'm going to use, and I really like these stickers. They're very thin and they have a translucence to them, and it almost looks like you stamped them. Like if you look at the layout from far away or even close up, because they're not completely they actually have some parts of them that are completely transparent, and then most of it is just translucent underneath that color. So it looks like like you actually used like a rubber stamp, and I thought it looked really cool. So I was happy with the way they look. So I'm using those, but I'm fiddling with where they're going to go on this card, and I'm just going to spell out their names here. And I'm sorry that this layout is taking so long. It was a lot of, I mean, the layout itself took an hour and 15 minutes, which isn't bad considering all of the scrambling around the room I did. But the video's 24 minutes long, so that's, I try to keep them under 20 minutes, but I talk a lot. So, I'm sorry it took so long. I mean, there was like that, 4 minute gap in there where I was off screen somewhere and I don't know, maybe I'll go back to actually watching these before I do the voiceovers so I can edit them if I need to. It just takes double the time then to narrate them and things like that. And so here I really want to use that stamp, but even if well, here you're going to see the big mistake of the day. Remember I told you, okay, so I knew that I couldn't use the distress ink. Fine, no problem. I'm not going to use the distress ink. But when I go and I put this stamp down on my layout, and here's the problem with doing it directly on your layout, this is going to be a complete mess. It does not stamp all the way, and I can't get it to stamp all the way, and I don't know what's wrong with it. I thought that maybe there was something wrong with the stamp itself, so I re-inked it and put it back down there, and it's still not, like, I don't know if there was a film over that, or, I mean, I've stamped it since then, and it worked just fine, but it was not working on this layout, and I was frustrated that this layout was taking as long as it was anyway, so I was like, fine, I'm just going to cover that stamp up with something. I've had it. So I went back to this Webster's Pages, and there was just a little sticker there that says makes me happy. So I put that down on there so that it can cover up that stamping. And then I used this phrase roller stamp, and it says you are loved. So I decided to use that. And then I need to figure out which roller date stamp I'm going to use to put the date at the bottom. And I go with the it's an Amy Tangerine one, I think. And so it's going to say happy memories and then the date down there, which was March 30th. And then I think that there needs to be something on that label. There's a lot of space left. So I just pull out a stamp set that has a little small heart in it, and I just randomly stamp. This is something that I do, pretty often. So I use one of the tiny stamps, and I'm going around the page with that weather vane from Jenny Bolin and using that to just add a little bit more detail around the layout. So I have these little hearts floating around the around there you go, you can see them there. They're just kind of floating around the outside of the layout, and I really like it. I feel like it, gives it just a little bit more something. And so that's it. That's the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry it was so long. Actually, I'm going to get it in under 23 minutes, so good. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.